Welcome back, friends, to another exciting day of Let's Playing. Yes, today it will be a full-on throwdown in the ultimate world of Super Punch-Out! I promise that is the last time I will sing during this particular Let's Play. Alright, well, I don't really know how to begin explaining Super Punch-Out. It's a pretty fun game, and the tutorial does it pretty well on its own. It's a game where you beat the crap out of the other guy. It's like boxing, but not. I've never watched boxing, I never watched wrestling, I've never watched any kind of martial arts or physical fighting sport in my life. Why do I play this game? Because it's friggin' awesome. I haven't actually played the first one, which was on the NES, but I heard good things about it, and I saw that the Wii one wasn't too bad either. But this one is the one that I'm familiar with. It's well animated, it's high paced, it's exciting, the music is great. We're gonna jump right into this and start throwing punches. Now, there are 4 circuits in this game, and, well, actually, I think before we get into that, we're gonna have to name our character here. Yes, I would actually like to, select the letter instead of just passing by it. Anyway, and I think this was a popular game with a lot of people who played it. I think a lot of people liked it, if they gave it a chance. There are 4 circuits. We'll be breaking these videos up into each of the 4 circuits, and we'll hopefully be doing so without losing a single match. Every character has their own personality, their own portrait, and their own set of signature moves, although if you'll notice that they are doubled at least at one point by certain characters, such as, well, we'll get into that later, but for those who've played the game, Mad Clown and Bear Hugger are essentially the same model with different attacks. You'll pick it up as you watch. Let me win! I've lost so many times I forget how winning feels. Doesn't exactly sound like Gabby J, but regardless. He's from France. It's funny. Yay, indeed, good sir. Let's figure out where I put the buttons. Oh, I put them in terrible locations. Alright. So, one button is left punch, and the other button is right punch. Unfortunately, I didn't put them anywhere close to each other, so this first couple fights is going to be a little interesting. If you charge up the super meter on the bottom, you can do a super punch. Characters do their own signature attacks against you, and it's pretty darn funny when you knock them right out of it. Hitting the buttons while your opponent is knocked down will recover your stamina, but we don't need to do that because we haven't lost any. The fight continues. The text box there is yelled by Gabby J's trainer. And if you start doing good enough, your hands start to flash with fury, and you punch quicker and harder than before. A typical knockout is anywhere between 1 and 3 knockouts. That didn't make any sense. A technical knockout is when you knock out your opponent 3 times. You can, of course, knock out your opponent so hard that the announcer counts to 10 before they get up the 3rd time. Before the 3rd time you knock them out. Points are allocated through punches, normal punches, how well you punched, and punchingness, but don't really worry about the score. The game is about having fun. Oh, Dawn, you beat me yet again. I think my all-time record for Gabby J is something like 11 seconds. You can kill him pretty ridiculously fast, but everyone should be careful of the people from Canada. Watch out, I'm a killer. I am the Bear Hugger. Canada, people. Canada sprouts people like this. This is why you never want to go to Canada. Alright, so you punch this guy in the face, he gets angry, does a thing, you just duck. It's pretty rinse and repeat with this guy. In some ways, he's easier than Gabby J because he's more predictable. In other ways, he's harder because he's less forgiving if you screw up. It's just the second guy, don't worry. Couple of punches. Switching up your punches is a good idea. Go right, left, right, left. I don't remember why. I figured it out at some point, but... Aha, that's a counter punch right there, friends. Knocking out your opponent with a super punch will indeed keep them down much, much, much longer than if you just knock them out with a regular punch. Not quite gonna get a regular knockout yet, though. Ah, he's angry. Alright, we'll try and get a KO here instead of a technical KO. Guys, just go ahead and stay down there, friend. Save yourself the trouble. There we have it. More points and less strain on your part. much more points. Probably beat the record too. Indeed, by a second. These controls need to be completely remapped, friends, but I shall wait till the next circuit to do so. Piston Hurricane from Cuba. Scary guy. Can you ride out the storm or be caught in my hurricane rush? We'll leave Christopher Sabat to do the colored man's voices. Alright, so Piston Hurricane is the first real threat you face, although, of course, I'll make it look like a piece of cake. Was that a bit of bragging on my part? Dear me. Anyway, Piston Hurricane isn't really much to be worried about until he starts using his signature Hurricane Punch. Also, I believe this guy, you punch him in the stomach to do more damage. Everyone... Yep, here it comes. Okay, so... Bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top. It's pretty easy when you just realize he's just punching up and down. Anyway, we'll actually need to heal ourselves now. Ooh, got up quite quickly that time. Uppercuts can't be blocked. Actually, what I was trying to say earlier is the text box comes from the character's trainer. I think I actually did say that. I'm not sure where I'm going with this. Always keep up on your dodging. Dodging is your friend. Whoa. Probably not gonna get a TKO on this guy. Or a KO. And here it comes again. I have really got to switch my controls. I'm sorry. I know I keep using that as an excuse, but it is undoubtedly true. Ah, yes. No, I would not actually like to retire. So, I don't know why I'm punching him in the face, because as I've said earlier, punching him in the stomach does far more damage. A lot of characters have weaknesses like that. Punching them in the face or the stomach will do more damage. Sometimes they give away which one they don't want to be punched in, and so, you know, I don't know, it's not a big deal. You're not going to lose matches because you're not punching in the right spot, but just pay attention to the stamina bar and you'll figure it out. Ah, another rest. Terrible time. That was embarrassing. Getting hit by so many hurricane punches. The Bald Bull from Turkey, a beast of a man. You'll be down for the count with one punch from my bull charge. Alright, Chezni, let's keep the ridiculous voices to a minimum, please. Sorry, it's been a little while since I've done a Let's Play. My acting needs work. Alright, so Bald Bull from Cuba, not much to be said here. He's a pretty thick target, though, in the sense that your punches really don't do a lot of stamina damage to him. He's pretty standard. He doesn't do anything really crazy until you start knocking him out. Then he gets kind of angry at you. We'll see if it happens here. I think it's actually just on the third knockout, or his third time up, that he starts going crazy. Yeah, see, he isn't too worried about you yet. He's not going to pull out the heavy guns quite yet. There we have it. Now, with any sort of decent luck, he'll stay down, but seeing as how he's the champion of the league, I doubt it. Here comes the Bald Bull punch. Best to just dodge this one. If you time it correctly, you can just nail him right when he comes up to hit you. However, this maneuver he's using right here will one-hit KO you. So despite being a very early opponent, he does have that dangerous. He does have that threat, that insta-KO threat. As far as I know, he's the only one who has it, though. Character we're playing as is called Little Mac. He is actually kind of short. Makes it easier to see the opponent, I suppose. And there we are, first place again. First place is point-wise for the league. And we are the heroes and we are the champions, friend. But that was only the minor league. We aren't happy with the minor league. We want greater things in life. So we'll move on to the, what is it, the major league next? Until then. Alright, friends, quickly find your seat. The second round is about to begin. Now, I'd like to not do time trials. The major circuit, beginning with Bob Charlie from Jamaican man, age 26. People who can't feel the rhythm are so lost. Do you have the rhythm, man? I can't believe they didn't have the man on there. Go back to cool runnings, you fruity limey. That was the worst attempt at sounding British ever. Anyway, Bob Marley. Oh my, Bob Marley. Freudian slip? No, not at all. Anyway, Bob Charlie here is a pretty defensive fighter. Altogether, he blocks himself fairly well. Doesn't really take a whole lot of damage from your punches. I mean, we'll see characters with much more defense than Bob Charlie, but for this early in the game, he's kind of got the defense of almost the Sandman. Not the Sandman. Yeah, it was the Sandman. No, Bald Bull. Getting my names mixed up. Alright. Bob Charlie's signature move here is the crazy uppercut thing he just about hit us with, and the shuck and jive, where he starts to dance around the floor and starts to pull his punches. Although he's not pulling any of them. He kind of tries to fake you out is what he does. He's like, oh, what? Back and forth? Interesting. No pulled punches. Well, at any rate, I'm not crazy, friends. The voices tell me I'm not. You stop retiring. Knocks out opponent in the middle of the ring. Alright, guys, I think I'm going home. I think I'm going to retire. Alright, and that's the end of poor Bob Marley Charlie. Quick point of interest is, a little late to mention this now, but he actually has the same model as Gabby J, a different face. Which relates to what I was alluding to earlier about them using the same sprites. Would they be considered sprites? They're so large. Probably have to be. Layered, possibly. I don't know. Dragon Chan from Hong Kong. Only 22. Jeez, I'm older than this guy. You'll find yourself face down when you wake up. So he speaks English. And probably Hong Kongese. I am so going to racist hell. Anyway, Dragon Chan, or Jackie Chan, or whatever you want to call him, is a martial arts fighter, and he's the first character in my mind that really sticks out as far as having pretty signature moves. He's pretty wild once you start actually getting into his combo sets. First knockout, though, is pretty standard, though. Poor guy. Alright, well, here we are again. Yes, I don't speak that, but whatever his trainer yelled at him alludes to Jackie Chan, or Dragon Chan, healing himself. And apparently kicking is acceptable in boxing now! Don't ask me, friends, I didn't make it up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, just go ahead and kick him! Kick him in the face! That was far more successful than our Bob Charlie encounter. Dragon Chan was one of the first guys I had trouble with. Actually, Piston Hurricane was who I had trouble with. Masked Muscle from Mexico. You should give up now, senor. Now imagine Antonio Banderas doing his voice. Masked Muscle is kind of an interesting looking character. Got this airbender mask going on. He's as tall as a skyscraper here. Overall, he's really not that bad. Although I'm getting my butt kicked here. Nope, none of that. Come on now. Let's break out the punches. Let's break out the fury. Spit in his eyes. Ah! Masked Muscle's signature move, which will paralyze you. You can still dodge, but you can't punch. And make your vision blurry. That's also a signature move of his. Does quite a bit of damage if you get hit by it. Triple combo swing. Hit by his fist, his head, and his other fist. Ah, but the Masked Muscle will not go down so easily. Time to exhibit the multi-punch. So far I've just been super punching, but there we are. A little bit of multi-punching going on here. You can use it against him because his spit in the eyes leaves him open for such a long time. Yes. Go over there. That is your home now. Oh, go back down. Jeez. You got up quick. Especially after taking such a beating. Oh well. Just under a minute.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake indeed. Well, there we have it, friends, rising up through the ranks at rapid speed, stealing first again. With great skill and vengeance. Now we see the only guy from the US of A, Mr. Sandman. Had your good night kiss, because I'm about to put you down for the night. Mr. Sandman is a brick. He also shares model with the Bald Bull, champion of the last series. Best thing to fight this guy? I honestly couldn't tell you. Just punch him. There's no real trick to the trade with him other than just memorize his abilities and try not to get hit, because he hits hard. It's pretty stocky though, not exactly fast, so you do have a bit of time to whoop, not get hit by one of those. So when he starts doing the fancy footwork, dodge to the side because you have an uppercut coming your way. Yep, there we have it. Let's try hitting for the face. Oh, bit of a block there, I see. It's a bit surprising. Alright, we're taking damage here. Things aren't exactly seeming so easy anymore. Later, Mr. Sandman will get angry. He'll start doing that a lot more. Ow! You are a jerk! Oh, I should have super punched him out. What? 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 I don't want the full power. Please no. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. Alright, but we're up for the count. We're back in here again. You can go ahead and give us your full power champion strike moves. We'll take you out. Dodge. Come on now. I know you can do better than this, Mr. S. Show me what you got here. No. We've seen that already. Yeah, I think he's actually thrown everything he has out at us. It's just a matter of not getting hit like that. Because he hurts. Ah! Ow. Well, may not be the flashiest of endings, but an ending nonetheless. Mr. Sandman down, and we bid adieu to the US of A. Did a good job of choosing people from multiple countries in this game. I don't think there's a single character from the same country twice. And there we are, probably getting a terrible time. Oh gosh, 5th place. I dishonor myself. 1st place overall though, so at least we managed to nab that. And once again, friends, we're the champions again. Struggled a bit with the sand of men, but all the same, we are undefeated. What adventure awaits in the next circuit? We shall find out.